Let's take a look at what's new in mesh modelling in SOLIDWORKS 2018. I think it's fair to say there are more mesh files available for download on the internet nowadays than there have been before. We may be able to attribute this to 3D printing and a mesh file being the native format for that. There have been a number of times when I've been on sites like GrabCAD, found a great model for a render and then been disappointed because it's only available as an STL. The reason that I've been disappointed is because we were very limited to what we could do with an STL file. So let's just take a look. I'll open up the clamp file here, which is an STL. And it would come in as a graphic body, and all I could do with that graphic body would be to view it, and that's about it. There are tools available like Scan3D that would help me turn this into a solid. However, that was only available in premium and professional versions. Within the SOLIDWORKS 2018 release, we have some new tools available to us to work with mesh bodies. So first up, we can now section a mesh body, which we couldn't do before. And that just allows us to see what's going on inside that file. We can also apply materials to mesh body. And you'll see the body itself will take on the appearance of the material that you've defined. As well as that, we have a couple of new tools to allow us to pull surfaces from the mesh body. So the first one is surface from mesh. If I click on that, it will allow me to create a planar surface, a spherical surface, or a cylindrical or conical surface directly from the mesh body. If I click on planar surface and then turn on my paint tool, I can just start selecting the facets of the graphic body that make up the planar surface. I don't have to worry about getting every single one because the facet tolerance tool should allow me to grab all the others within the click of a button. And that's my first surface created. I'll do the same here with the cylindrical surface. And I'll just select some of those facets that make up the whole. Again, I'll just click on calculate, which will grab all the ones that I'm missing for me automatically. Okay, so if we hide away the graphic body, you'll see that I'm left with the two surfaces that I just created. They sit in my surface bodies folder and they just behave like any other surface body inside SOLIDWORKS. Another tool that we have to work with mesh bodies is the Convert Mesh Bodies tool. This will allow us to take a graphic body or a solid body and turn it into a mesh B-rep body, which is a new body type that we can handle inside SOLIDWORKS. So I'm going to take this graphics body and I'm going to convert it to a mesh body. At this point, if we look in the solid bodies folder, we can see we have a new solid body within there. It doesn't have the same icon as a normal solid body because it's a different body type. It's a mesh B-rep body. We'll call them mesh solid bodies from now on. Okay, now at this stage I can take this component, I can generate an accurate weight for it, I can bring it into an assembly environment, I can run an interference detection on it or a collision detection, and because it's a solid body, those things will work. In terms of editing this body, I can't use a lot of the standard tools that we have available to us. The only thing that works here really are Boolean operations, so things like split, combine, so on. I'm going to do a combine subtract on this particular model. So I'm going to create a body for the combine. So we'll go to the top plane. I'll just change my display style and we'll begin sketching. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and extrude that now. And we'll just pull that body. We'll just pull the contours of the body up like so, just so it extends through the mesh body. I'll uncheck merge result, and that's my solid body created. So this is just a standard solid body. Now before I can combine it, I need to turn it into a mesh solid body. So all we do there is go to the Surfaces toolbar, use the Convert Mesh Bodies tool, and this time select the standard solid body. Press OK, and that then becomes a mesh solid body. From here, I'll just select the two bodies from the tree, right click and combine, and then just choose Subtract as my operation type. So as you can see, I've modified the original graphic body into a mesh solid body and placed a hole with a slot in it. Okay, so going back to the PowerPoint, we have support for various mesh file formats. We can convert mesh regions directly into surfaces. We can convert solid bodies and graphics bodies to mesh bodies, and Boolean operations are supported for mesh bodies. Our next video is on 3D Interconnect.